Hey guys, Stephanie with AmericanMuscle.com here with the Corbeau FX1 Pro Racing Seat for all Mustangs from '79 all the way to 2016. If you have a newer Mustang, chances are you aren't shopping for a set of new seats just yet unless you're looking to drop some weight for racing. But these seats will work in all Mustangs as long as you have the correct brackets, and there are currently a ton of aftermarket seat options that are available. These particular seats are a great option for those of you out there that are looking for a quality fixed back seat without having to spend a ton of money for some of the big names that are out there. These seats have a composite fiberglass construction and they only weigh 19 pounds each. 19 pounds is lighter than any factory seat, so there's some decent weight savings there. The fiberglass material is not only light, but it's strong as well, so it will last even for a daily driver. And speaking of that, the shell is covered in black cloth fabric that has leather patches. The leather patches are placed to help protect the material as well, so you don't have to worry about the seat seeing abuse in high wear areas. These are a true racing seat with a fixed back that's set at a 71-degree back angle. The fixed back may seem like it could be an issue for those guys with daily drivers that are considering these seats, but I will say that these are still very comfortable seats. They give you support in the right places on the sides so you aren't sliding around as you're driving. And the angle is nice. It's not too far forward or too far backward. While these are comfortable, they are still a fixed back like a true racing seat, so if that's something that you aren't interested in, then there are some other options on the site. Since these are race seats, they're designed to bolt to a roll cage, but they will install with just some seat brackets just fine. You may notice some flex in the seat though if you aren't bolting to a cage, but I wouldn't consider it anything to complain much about. They do have slots for 3, 4, and 5-point harnesses for those of you guys out there that are concerned with that, and they're a standard size that's ideal for up to a 36-inch waist. As far as price, these seats are sold separately, so just keep that in mind when you're shopping. Most true racing seats are, so that's not surprising to me. They cost between $300 and $350 for each seat, and just keep in mind that in order to install these, you will need to pick up a set of Corbeau seat brackets. These will not work with the factory brackets, so the seat brackets will add some dollars to the total. How many dollars depends on if you're only picking up one or two, and if you go with single locking or double locking. I mentioned this earlier, but there are a ton of aftermarket seat options that are available that suit every application. These particular seats are a true race seat, but there are other options that are more race-inspired than actual race application. So the install here is very easy. You're really only looking at a few bolts, and you don't need much skill for this one. You're looking at spending about an hour to get all of this done, and a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the scale. Generally speaking, you're going to need to remove your factory seats or seat if you're only doing one side, and the brackets as well. You will reuse your hardware, so you're going to want to save that, and you just line up the front 2 bolt holes on the bottom of the Corbeau seat with the front 2 holes in the sliders. You thread the bolts in, and then line up the 2 rears and do the same thing. Once all of the bolts are in, you can tighten them completely down and get the seats into the car by just bolting them into the floor pan. Wrapping things up here, these FX1 Pro Racing seats from Corbeau are a racing seat that will deliver weight reduction, but still be comfortable enough for a daily driver application as well. The seats have a fixed back, a fiberglass construction, a cloth covering, and they will work with 3, 4, and 5-point harnesses. You can check these out more for yourself, along with all of your other aftermarket seat applications, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.